Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. The conclusion of the season, which both of these teams hope will end in a W, in the Birmingham Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is a fun matchup here today for conference bragging rights. The SEC versus the ACC. These are two teams and two conferences that are always trying to get chippy, talk about who is the more dominant league. They'll have a chance to prove it here on the field today. Both coaches say they want to dominate at the line of scrimmage and show just who is the more physical league. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Deep in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Plows through the defense. Flying down the right side. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got some room, it was over.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rocket. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. For it. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sarp, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
They'll give it to Brown. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Again, it's Brown. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. And he avoids the sack. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
Well, first of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on second down. Lost to throw again. Takes his shot. Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Yellow Jackets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running the red zone. It's Maddox. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Middle of the end zone, and he's got it! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the return, it's Lockett. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Manning. Release to the back. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Hand off for Brown. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Turns it upfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Madness. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He's going to fire deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Art's going to spin it again. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Arts to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Powell. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll take the deep shot. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Turning it on.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Complete, left side, Coleman. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every complete...
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snaps on 4th down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, number 19. Taking it the other way. Bulldozes his way through.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Third down from the gun, Manning. Out wide left. It's a fumble. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. Moving to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Maddox. There he goes. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Tight end now in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Buying a little time to his left. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the front.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Fires to the wideout. Left side is Coleman. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try the right side. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And he gets rid of it.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right? Forcing the 4th down, but you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Just gets rid of that one.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Needs it here on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Out wide, it's Maddox. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. We just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Just smothered on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here's Manning to throw. Right side, it's Wingo. Makes a grab and room to run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
I don't know what play they called, but
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The way will stand. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wants to pass. deflected near the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Powell. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Maddox. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Yellow Jackets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To throw, Manning. Right side, it's Brown.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down immediately. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out wide left, it's Coleman. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Arch is going to throw for it. Under pressure. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Max got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Left side is Harris. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Maddox. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Making the adjustment. Snapped on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Out wide left, it's Wingo. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They put the brakes on it. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a
going deep. He's got it down the right side. Wide open space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. From the gun, it's Simon. There he goes. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, throwing 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point was good. From deep, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sets his feet. It's Mendoza. Rushes on. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The play fake. Rush right in his face. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Arch Madness. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Really don't like that play call for two reasons. Number one, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But two, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing, it just forces the quarterback to have to hold on to the football. And because of that, he took a terrible sack.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Look out. He's got it on the run. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so it's been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good they're.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. A one-sided game like this one, and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Out wide right, it's Maddox. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Clock stops as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Straight ahead, it's Simon. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Setting up the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Short pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick give. It's Simon. There's some room.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Booster, freeze. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So now they come to the line on 2nd and 7 after the delay of game penalty. Here's Arch to throw. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Hosley. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. One more play to pad the stats. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Maddox. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is